it is finally here. The day that you have been waiting for and working for and saving for and preparing for and dreaming about. It's here. Way back in the beginning when God made the world, he looked at it and said it's good. He said it's good, all of it. It's good except for one thing, just one thing. He looked at Adam in the middle of creation and said it's not good for him to be alone. It's not good for any of us to be alone. We're made for community. We are made for each other, made for relationships. So he has brought you two to one another and said it is good for Ryan and MICHAELLA to be together. They are better together than they are alone. They will be better people together, better as a team. And that is something amazing. That is something to celebrate. That is why we are here today.
Ryan and MICHAELLA, congratulations. We're extremely happy for you. I'm speaking for Bo. I'm not as happy, but Bo is super, super happy.
Yeah.
MICHAELLA, I'm sorry for Ryan, for starters. Ryan, if you stop hunting with us, I'm going to be really mad. Bo, anything to add?
Yeah, I don't really have any relationship experience, but you all seem great together. Now, yeah, like he said, MICHAELLA, thanks for finding and putting up with Ryan, because we didn't really think this was going to happen. I didn't anyways. But you make him real happy, and it's exciting. So congrats. And yeah,
Congrats.
The most in the whole wide world.
Big D.
Big D. Big D. Big D.
Kicker for Ferndale High. One time on tape he kicked a 50-yard field goal. 50? Yeah. The only D1 athlete.
Wow. Amazing.
Big done.
I'm the only one.
Bo Broadwick.
Single.
It's hard to say. Bad Bo, we call him because he likes
Bo, he's got a
dangerous
fight.
stuff.
Dangerous.
Bad Bo. Big Bo, bad Bo. Bo to the bow. Has a motorbike, the crotch rockets. He's a fighter pilot for the Navy. In his free time, he shoots down terrorists. That's Bo. He likes long walks on the beach too after he's done shooting down terrorists. This is Connor, the only rugby game I saw him play. He got kicked out. He does construction, as you can see from his hat. Connor. Who else is in my party?
Nate over here.
He's my brother. His neck is slightly thinner than mine. This is my best man, Mitch. He also happens to be Michaela's brother. Sort of weird. He's a pretty great guy. Large arms.
This is my matron of honor, Lori. She came from California.
Love that hair.
Yes. We roomed together for 2 years in college, and we love each other. Yeah. Alexis, this is my sister. My best man's wife. That's how we got Cheryl. We roomed together our sophomore year. We did track together for 4 years. Got 2 D2 athletes. Yeah, we're D2 athletes, not D1. We're champions. We're champions. This is Paige. We did high school and dance team together.
We hated that day.
This is Maddie. This is Ryan's sister, so it's kind of weird, but whatever.
Sisters now.
Sisters!
Hey, isn't that your hydrangea?
Hi Ryan, hi Michaela. Ryan, happy wife, happy life, treat her well. And Michaela, you're perfect already, so I know you two will do great. Wish you the best.
Ryan and Michaela, we are super proud of you and happy for you, and we wish the best for you.
Hey Ryan, hey Michaela. Super excited for you guys. Really excited to have a sister, so thanks Ryan for doing that for me.
We love you. You're the most beautiful bride I've ever seen.
Hope you have a wonderful many years after this with Ryan. And good luck. Congratulations.
Good luck.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's been a fun past few months. Lots of memories.
Yeehaw!
Woo!
I'm very ready for this day to get over. I've been ready to get married for quite a while, as Michaela knows. I'm ready to start our life together and not have to do so much driving. I love you, Michaela, and I'm ready to get married, and I'm supposed to say why I love you so much, and it's because how you treat other people, even when no one's looking. It means a lot to me, and also you're hot.
Well, hi, honey bunches. I love you so much. I just can't believe this day has come where we finally just get to spend our life together and just love on each other and just be one. And I'm so happy that our friendship has turned into a beautiful thing of marriage and just honoring God with our lives and what we have planned for ourselves. And can't wait. You're awesome. You're hot as shit. And I just love you so much. Yeah. I can't wait to walk down the aisle and see you and just hope you cry and just be all nervous because I just can't wait for just to say our vows and just be married. That's what we wanted, just to be married. So I'm excited. I love you so much. And let's do this. I'll see you at the altar, baby.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Michaela.
Take you, Michaela,
Take you, Ryan,
to be my
to
wife.
be my husband. And
These things I promise you. I will be faithful to you
I will be faithful to you
and honest
and
with you.
honest with you.
I will respect,
And respect,
trust,
trust,
help,
and help you
and care for you.
and care for you.
I will share my
I
life
will
with
share
you.
my life with you.
I will forgive you as we have been
I will
forgiven.
forgive you as we have been forgiven.
And I will try with you
I will try with you
to better understand ourselves,
to better understand
the
ourselves,
world,
the world,
and God
and God,
through the best and worst
through the best and worst
of what is to
of
come,
what is to come,
as long as we live.
as long as we've lived.
Michaela, I love you,
I love you, Michaela,
and I give you this ring
and I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
There we go.
Michaela, do you have a ring for Ryan?
Ryan, I love you,
And I give you this ring
and I give you this ring
as a sign of my love and faithfulness.
as a sign of my love and faithfulness. It's alright. It ain't coming off now. It's stuck.
And do you promise these things? To be faithful to her and honest with her, not yet. To respect and trust and care for her. To share your life with her. To forgive as you have been forgiven. Will you try to understand life with her, the world, and God with her through the best and the worst of what is to come as long as you both shall live? If so, answer I do.
I do.
There you go. Michaela, do you take Ryan to be your husband? And do you promise these things? To be faithful to him and honest with him. To respect and trust and care for him. To share your life with him. To forgive as you have been forgiven. Will you try together to better understand yourselves, the world, and God through the best and worst of what is to come, as long as you both shall live? If so, answer I do.
I do. I do. I do.
She does.
3 times over.
So because of what we have witnessed here today between Michaela and Ryan, the love professed, the promises made, the vows given, and the rings received, it is my privilege to declare them to be husband and wife in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. What God has put together, let no one separate. Ryan, you may kiss the bride. It is my joy and honor to introduce to you today, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan and Michaela Carlson.
Good evening. My name is Mitchell. And I'm the best man. Michaela, my sister. And because of that, and how wonderful of a woman she is, I think we can all agree she deserves the perfect man. Unfortunately, we all don't get what we deserve. My sophomore year at the my first memory with him was great.
Matthew, if that's too miserable, walk this way a little bit, I guess. Because that sounds pretty miserable.
Walk around the thing or something.
So I met Ryan my sophomore year at the my first memory with him was great. We lived in the Young Life house with Bo and 7 other guys. We decided to play hide and seek in the house. Both of us had been found already and were waiting outside. To kill some time, we started hitting around a football with the bat we found in the house. It only took a couple of swings before he sent the ball through my bedroom window, showering my bed and pillow with glass. But he was nice enough at least to clean it up for me. We started playing rugby for the club at UW in January, and I got him back for breaking my window earlier by breaking his thumb when he tried to tackle me. We won the national championship that year, so it was all worth it for him. After school ended, he spent the summer living with my family while he worked at Janicki Industries on Cedar Woolley. We spent plenty of time fighting and wrestling, making my mom mad by going out for McDonald's a little too frequently, skipping her meals. After the summer was over, he went with us down to Mexico. It started out really fun until we got hit by a hurricane. One of the days after the hurricane, we couldn't find Ryan and Michaela. Apparently they took a nice long walk on the beach with all the armed looters. We were worried about them, but they just had their first little adventure together. We lived together the next year with Connor and Michael, and when we weren't hitting each other on the rugby field, we spent a good amount of time wrestling around the apartment in our underwear. I beat him up every time. I'm 29-0, heavyweight champion of the world. In 2016, I got married, and he kept telling me he was trying to get married to me and my wife. So congratulations, Ryan, you're part of the family now. He started coming up to visit my parents and my sister and wouldn't tell me that he was doing that. So my wife and I figured out pretty early that he was interested in my sister, because that's really not that normal. And now we're here celebrating their marriage. Congratulations, you two. I pray you lean on each other and God during good times and difficult times. So here's a toast to the bride and groom. May you share a lifetime of love, joy, and watching your children get beat at everything by ours.
So I'm Lori, and I'm just so excited to be here celebrating her and Ryan and their freaking epic union. I first met Michaela at Seattle Pacific University. We were assigned roommates, and when she walked through our apartment door for the first time, little did I know that in walked one of the most beautiful friendships, that I would one day get to stand beside her on her wedding day and get to tell her how breathtakingly beautiful she is, and that she is so celebrated and so loved, and she has married the love of her life, Ryan. We knew right away that we are so completely opposite people, but we also knew right away that we were going to have an epic friendship. I loved right away that Michaela jams to early 2000s music, has the most beautiful and big laugh, and that she is always ready for a dance party anywhere and at any time, and that she's so caring and joyful and is such a daughter of Christ and exemplifies his love and kindness so beautifully and uniquely every day. God bless me with one of the most beautiful humans to do life with. And I thank every star for her. I knew so deep in my heart that whoever gets the honor to marry Michaela and spend the rest of their life with her will get to experience what true joy and true love is. And I wondered who this lucky man would be. The first time I got the privilege of hanging out with both Ryan and Michaela was when they visited me and my husband in Southern California. So naturally, we took them out surfing. This was my first time getting to see what Ryan was like. Where is Ryan?
Come here, baby.
Yeah, where are you at? Okay.
Come here. Why you hiding?
Michaela had told me about him over the phone so many times, and I could tell by her voice that she was absolutely smitten. And I could totally see why. When we all went out into the ocean
to surf other than his rock hard abs. I could see that he has so much joy in his heart. He's so kind and sweet and such a great guy, and he kept getting back on the surfboard over and over again, persistent and determined, even when pummeled by waves, but always laughing and always with a huge smile on his face for hours. And Michaela and him were both cheering each other on, wave after wave. They just get so stoked for each other. Someone in my life told me once that when his daughter is dating a guy, that the first thing he pays attention to when he meets him is she the best, most true version of herself when she's with him. While watching Michaela and Ryan interact with each other, I think everyone can absolutely see that they are just the truest, most joy-filled versions of themselves when they're with each other. They are constantly making each other laugh and smile, seriously. They could hardly make it through their mouths without giggling. Michaela and Ryan, it's truly an honor to witness your love. Jesus absolutely freaking delights in you two, and this union exemplifies his love and promise and relationship he has with you. Your marriage will experience joy that goes deeper than mere surface of self-fulfilling happiness. Today and every day, we all here celebrate the epicness and the loveliness of the two of you, the Carlsons, and we wish you every single joy.
So anyway, first off, I want to thank everybody for being here today, because it's a very special day for Michaela and Ryan and both our families. We're overwhelmed by all of you being here, showing your love and support for them as they begin a new journey in their lives. Sherry and I have always believed it takes a village to raise your kids, and this proves it. We also want to give a special heartfelt thanks to the family and friends that have been here the last few weeks helping to make this day happen. Special thanks. And then they're probably not listening, but Kendra and Keegan, who the Stepping Stones got a beautiful place here, so. There it goes. If I lose my words, tear up, or just forget what I'm going to say, it happens. But when you got a beautiful daughter like this, and there it goes. Have a happy day. Love you, kid. You can make it worse on me, are you?
Have your notes from me.
Get it together, cons.
So anyway, that's just every day. Can't help it. So, a little about Michaela growing up. So, as a child, she was always active, fearless, curious, and loved getting into anything with no concerns about consequences, pretty much. So, there's one event, we'll try to keep them clean and good, but Sherry and I in our first home were painting, and Michaela decided she loved the green paint, thought it'd look a little better on her than our house, so she kind of tipped the whole can all over. Remember those days, Laura? She also learned maybe to trust Dad a little more, growing up as a young age, and just don't touch that kid, it's hot. And there was a barbecue sitting there right in front of us, and she looked at me in disbelief and tested it out. She learned I was telling the truth. And then also growing up through life, she's always been curious why she could never figure out why people throw such good-looking things on the ground, whether gum, some food chunks here and there. But all that stuff's gotta taste good. And of course she tried. She learned that coins didn't have much flavor to them. Yeah. But as a parent, you kind of think your kids, you hope in sports someday they might excel and be that star athlete. We start them at a young age, and that t-ball and soccer, and they excelled at picking dandelions and trying to find four-leaf clovers, but they had fun, and that's what it was all about in those times. But she changed her skill level when she entered gymnastics. Sherry and I just first put her in that because we figured she needed to learn how to tumble and roll or tuck and roll to keep her from getting hurt, because she always seemed to run into everything or fall into stuff. Who would know that she stuck it out, made it a long lifetime event for a while. But during that, she learned what it was about on a competitive athlete. But she learned through those determination. She lived through a lot of pain, got a lot of success, and also learned how to bond with her teammates and how much they would mean to her. Yeah. So we're fortunate to have some with us today. But those lessons have helped MICHAELLA to be the beautiful person and lovely bride she is today, who Sherry and I couldn't be more proud of. So one thing we're just extremely grateful is both MICHAELLA and Ryan love the Lord. We hope you always follow Him, seek His guidance from our Lord in good times and bad, and by prayer. Marriage takes works from you both. Keep your vows daily, and don't be too proud to say, I'm sorry, or I've made mistakes. Depend on each other, and always let you know you love each other. So now for Ryan. Got to do a little bit too, Ryan. Of course, you heard that he's been around our family for a number of years, him and Mitchell being roommates. Ryan survived this summer, and as Mitchell mentioned on our Mexico trip, we actually thought Julie and Matt would really never let him back in our house after he survived a Con's vacation. But he continued to show up, and we love him dearly. He's a great guy, and he couldn't ask for anything better for our daughter. So. But Sherry and I, so we welcome to your family with open arms. But I do have one last piece of advice for you. As the other day that MICHAELLA, you hope jokingly said she was a princess and wanted to be treated like one. So kind of as every man knows here that's been married for a while, there's a piece of advice. You need to hold this up and show the group from the backside. Just hold it up there. Happy wife is a happy life. So, cheers to MICHAELLA and Ryan. We wish the best for them. Toast them.
So we welcome Matt back to the mic. Ryan's father.
That's my husband.
Looks good on you.
Oh yeah. Show the crowd. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Oh yeah.
I am feeling a lot of emotions, and I have which one's coming out? I don't know if it's hunger or thirst, but yeah, I'm waiting. Just like my brother. Oh, that's my son. No. Ryan, the thing that I think most fathers would want in a son is to be able to be with them. And one of the things that I loved about him was I'd go, let's do this. And before I'd finish, he'd say, yeah.
Because I have no friends.
You're the son.
You're my friend.
No. It just was a blessing, and I wish that for all fathers. Just to be able to have a friend. He is my son, but he would do things with me, and I just loved it. And thank you, Ryan. And Michaela, you make him better. Yeah. I'm just like Bruce. Yeah. Which we love the Cons. It's a great family, and to hear them talk about God and family, how could I be any happier? Yeah. God first, family next, and friends. Thank you guys for all coming. Appreciate it a lot. Just celebrate this marriage to Michaela and Ryan. You're my friend. And don't let Mitch's kids beat your kids.
I guess the best thing we can say is repeat what Pastor Bruce said, is just choose each other, even in the good and the bad, over your emotions and over your wishes and your wants, because they're the one you chose first, and just maintain that for everything. Love you.
Love you.
Ryan and Michaela, we love you to the moon and back. We couldn't be any more proud of both of you. And as a mom, when I look out my kitchen window and I see the four of you, Mitchell and Alexis and you two, roughhousing and harassing and rivalry, it's fantastic. It just makes my heart warm and fuzzy, and I couldn't be any more happier because you both rely on God, and that's the most important thing. And keep the humor. And you guys just love each other unconditionally and have fun. You have fun in life. Don't let that stop.
Go Cons, kids.
Okay, we want to see, we are excited to see when we have grandkids, not anytime in the future, near future, but we are excited to see how you raise them, and we hope that you raise them with lots of love and hugs and love them unconditionally and love them to the moon and back, even on your sleepless nights. And we are excited to see the little competition that you guys are gonna have. We love you both so much. We love your family. We are so blessed to have these two families joined together.